You need a chair. Okay. Would you like to sit on chair, please? Or if you want, you can sit here. So, dear guests, good day again. My name is Sarah. I am really happy to have you here today. And by the way, at the entrance, we were throwing the candies for you. And this way, we used to share our hospitality with the guests and share our happiness with the guests. And also, we were treated with the bread, traditional bread called bolsa. Bawa is translated as a liver, treated as a main organ in our body. This way, we represent how we are happy to have you here today, dear guests, and how you are important for us as a guest. Because yes, people love the guests, love to host the guests, to invite the guests, and of course to treat them with all the best food we have. By the way, I would like also to introduce you with our traditional instrument. So it's dombra, and it is, I would even say, the queen of traditional instruments. And with the dombra, back then, people used to share their emotions, impressions, and share the news also. And even a man, if he liked a girl, he would show his sympathy to her in the language of this beautiful instrument. So, another traditional custom which we would like to introduce you is An Shashu. An Shashu, it's a traditional greeting song for the guests. And in this song, we will also, we will show you our feelings and how we are happy to have you all here today, our dearest guests. Most of you guys probably know that nomads were our ancestors, and they had the migrating lifestyle, so they used to migrate from one place to another place to look for the better lands, grazing lands for their cattle. And usually they used to live as close-knit groups consisting of like several families in a quantity of 50 up to 100 people together, and as a livestock they might have the animals like horses, sheep, cows, and camels. And usually, as a village, they might have about 5,000 or more of the sheep, 4,000 of horses, 2,000 of camels, and for them it was crucially important to find the pastures where their livestock will have the food and the herbs and the water. And usually they used to move about 4 seasons, the whole year round. The most beautiful season for them was, of course, the spring season, because every spring it was the start of fermented corn beverage season. And usually the worst season for them was the winter season. Every winter they used to survive in extremely bad weather conditions, and because of the lack of the food and because of even some partial death of their cattle, of their animals. So usually every spring before summer season they had a period when they were cutting off their sheep. So usually they would cut off all their 5,000 sheep, and it took about a month for them to do all of this process. That then the wool will be collected, will be washed in the river, and then will be dried. And once the wool is dried, then women used to sit together, singing, talking, and started beating the wool with these two long wooden sticks called sabao. And this way they would clean the wool from the left pieces of dust and garbage, and also to make it fluffy. So then the wool will be mixed with a very hot boiled water, and they will roll up a special fabric product. And it's called felt. Felt is a very nice waterproofing material, which used to be very solid, and that time it used to be very high quality material. And with that material, they used to make the layers to cover their wooden tents, their houses, which are called yurts. Usually, they have adopted everything to their migrating way of life. And for example, if you look to their houses, they're wooden, they are portable. If you look to these household items, some of them, they are also very mobile and very light, and they are all made from natural materials. Here, for example, we have this barrel, and it's called kebab. So every spring, when the fermented horse milk beverage season was started, by the way, every winter they have the run out of this milk, because mayors on this time used to be pregnant and they will not have any milk. But usually every spring they will give birth to their babies and they have much milk. So after 1 month after the mare will give birth to the baby, then they will milk the horses, and that milk will be filled in the barrel. Okay? And by the way, before they would use the barrel, they would first burn the pine cone. And with the smoke of the pine cone, they would sanitize the barrel inside. Then they will remove it and fill it with the first portion of that raw milk. And by the way, they used to milk the horses about 4 or 5 times a day. So all the vitamins were still safe in that milk, and that's why the mare's milk is treated as the lightest milk and also is the healthiest. And of course, it has a lot of healthy property. So then they would refill the barrel with more and more of the milk, and once the barrel is full of the milk, then they will just leave it, and then they have started beating it about 200 to 500 times during the whole day to make it ferment. And after it's fermented, like after it's here beaten and left here for like 1 up to 3 days, it became slightly sour, but full of bacteria and probiotics, which are very good for our health, for the stomach, and especially for the lungs. Even in the years, that time that when people were suffering from such diseases like pneumonia or tuberculosis, people used to drink a lot of fermented horse milk, and they could recover from such diseases with drinking this milk. And by the way, also, every spring people used to drink a lot of fresh horse milk. If you drink like after milking, especially they used also to give it to the babies. And the babies will really greatly strengthen their immunity system with the fresh horse milk. So, and nomads also have a beautiful custom that they have left this barrel in front of their houses, and any person who was walking by and stopping by the barrel, they had to beat the milk about 50-60 times to make it fermented faster and to help the owners of the house to cook it faster. So, here, by the way, we have this barrel, and this one is called fillet. I'm pretty sure that in your cultures you have the same dish or similar dish probably, and you might probably use it mostly to make the spices, right? some groats, seeds, corn seeds, any other seeds here, and then we just crush them down into pieces or into powder by beating them, and then this stuff will go to this manual mill, which you are familiar with too probably. And you know that here we used to make the wheat flour. And with the wheat flour, nomads used to make that traditional bread that you have just tried, balsak. By the way, balsak, they used to fry it in the sheep's fat that time because with this process, they could keep the bread longer without spoiling. And they may take it on the way while they were moving. But here these days, we of course fry it in sunflower oil. And also they have adapted the food to their moving way of life. So for example, we used to eat a lot of dairy products made from cow's milk, like for example, compressed cottage cheese, which is very salty but full of calcium, and it's a very nice treat which they may just grab with them while they were on the way on the horses, and after eating just 1-2 pieces, they may also feel full for several hours. Also, they used to eat a lot of millet. Millet is kind of a groat, and for example, this one they may use as, if they grind it into powder, they may mix it with some butter and some sugar and have it also as a snack. And if you eat like several pieces of it, you may also feel full for several hours. Also, they used to drink the tea with millet, and instead of the breakfast, they could just drink the tea with millet, with boiling millet, and they will also feel full. So, Jackass, later on, we will have a great opportunity to try our traditional hot tea with the millet and with the cow milk. And they used to eat a lot of meat, of course, because with the meat they used to be stronger and they may be healthier. Okay? So, dear guests, this is all I wanted to share with you about nomads' lifestyle and culture. And here also we have some traditional clothes and the hats especially for you, which later on after the lunchtime or after the archery we will have plenty of time, and you may come back here to make pictures with this traditional clothes and just stand and back. Now I would like to invite you all to our traditional house where you will also be introduced to some of the houses, and you will tell me about the tent, the yurt, okay? Let's go up there.
Ano yan, para sa paa?
Super good. Parang dumadumi yung carpet.
A little bit about another people's house. Before, first let's just start from one more song special for you. Okay?
Thank you. Bawal daw mo po dyan.
Arabaya aldım göçer, mancargayı, ana farşol konadım, sızılranday, gözümün mölderenday. O senge damılcadım, sana verim, ömrüm gözüm doyulam, Atay gözümün mölderenday. Alanday solum bayda yağalday, var mekin bizde yıldırlarday. Eşinde top mülderin ay Özüngün mülderin ay